I was having a full job. I was raising my children, I was working with an American firm, but then I was a volunteer twice a week for the whole afternoon in this hospital. And I was fully committed. And when you fall in love with somebody or with something, it's just not your job. It's just what you truly like. And then you discover that your life has a purpose. So I gave everything up. I didn't want to work anymore in the corporate world. I didn't want to belong to that anymore because my heart started to belong to the people and to the civil society. And I had to start from scratch. And it was back in the year 2000 when Juan Felipe died and when I started the Juanfe Foundation to truly make social transformation. But in order to do it, and the only way I can see it is by the eyes of an entrepreneur. And it's the eyes of not doing what everybody does, because what everybody does is not working. Why should I go there? So I started to study the statistics that shows the real problem of Colombia and South America. I started to discover what I wanted. 29%, it was back in the year 2000, 29% of women who gave birth were girls. Cartagena doubled the infant mortality rate in the country, but in the hospital, it tripled. I didn't know where to start, but I knew that if we wanted to do something in the hospital, we were going to create a true impact, social impact. When you make social transformation, it's not by numbers. It's starting going to the people and understanding how they live and understanding why they make certain decisions. So we built an intensive care unit for little babies, and we sponsored 70% of those babies because they were out of the health system. We have saved the lives of 5,000 children. And that's why we started, and I'm saying we because we're a team of 100 people, but we started to understand that the problem was not only the girls getting pregnant. They were gonna get pregnant anyways because their mothers, grandmothers, and great-grandmothers were pregnant at the early age. The problem was lack of opportunities. It was full lack of education, but mainly 35% of the girls we have worked with have suffered sexual violence and rape. You know that keeping girls in school is the best business for all society. What happens in Colombia and in Latin America of teen pregnancy is perpetuating poverty. Because these girls, when they get pregnant, they will drop out of school. And the greatest problem is that they don't go back to school. It is true, if we don't give girls a chance to become better people and we don't give them opportunities, we're not gonna be sustainable nations. How do you really break cycles of poverty? Because that's the key point. Two things in these girls: no more unwanted pregnancies. So we keep them in, with all the reproductive rights and all the methods of contraception that allows them to make proper decisions about their sexual life, number one. And number two, income. You cannot take people out of poverty if they don't self-generate income. In the past 3 years, we have given 1,400 girls into the labor market with decent and stable income. We're talking about freedom. We're talking about empathy. We're talking about hate. And let me tell you, these girls come with a lot of hate because their rights and their basic rights have been violated. In Juanfe Foundation, there's a lot of compassion. Yes, we have a lot of protocols to drive them into a decent life. But compassion, I haven't heard the word compassion today, and I believe is the key word today. It's not only about thinking, it's not only about dreaming, it's about doing it. And please, whatever dream we have about social transformation, or transforming the lives of those kids in school, don't plan that much. It's better if you're a great doer. You have to be a great thinker, but I truly believe that you should be a great doer. Words, no more words. Actions is what we need in this world.